What's good with the YouTube? You already know. Big Flacco with a convicts reaction where I'm going to smash, dash, and react. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe, and do all those things to help support this channel and hit that bell notification, man. And what I'm going to touch on right now is a channel, Gangster Gucci, man. Frank Gucci from West Side Mob, Cheeks. He's his name's out there in San Jose. He's always been well respected and known, man. Even to this day, a lot of dudes respect it, man. Gangster Frank Gucci. He has a channel, YouTube. He raps. And he talks about a lot of the history of San Jose. I was going through a lot of his videos. You know what I'm saying? And his videos, man, like I said, he keeps it 100, keeps it real. He gives respect where respect's given. And I'm going to tell you like this, right? I did short time with him in St. Clinton in 2002. Okay? Nencha was there from Horseshoe. And we went out to the yard. I talked to him a few times. Maybe like, once, twice. Not too much, but he was cool. You know what I'm saying? I knew a lot of his homeboys like Little Joe, Lionel, Monkey, Jesse Hernandez. All good dudes, man. I've always gotten along everywhere I've been with the mob. And I never understood why so many people had issues with the mob. To me, the mob was just about that action. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? I watched the video about him and talking about Bottomas and them, and it's true. Bottomas were with the business too, man. Bottomas were respected. The mob were feared. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, because the mob has always had a strong nucleus of people, right? They were all hitters. They were just right there in the middle of a war zone. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say nothing negative about anybody from the mob. But I've been watching his channel. He's a real one. He acts the same way when I vaguely met him back in 2002 in the hole. He didn't kiss Lencho's ass. He acknowledged him, but he just really didn't care about him. You could just tell. He was the same way that you see when he does his videos, and that's why I respect watching his stuff from time to time. Is he acts the same way that he did back then? There's no sugarcoating. There's nothing fake about it. And he's gonna tell you how he feels about it. You know what I'm saying? His whole situation about, I don't know what his standings are today as far as if he has get backs or whatnot. They fucking did him wrong. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And over someone who was generating a lot of money, who was kicking in a lot of money, who has only a reputation for being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? As we all know, Big Mister. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy fucking put hands on him. Big Mister's a big dude, but there's a couple situations I know about Big Mister. The one that happened out there in Madeira, you know what I'm saying? When people came clapping, he was nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? That incident happened. You know what I'm saying? He ended up just taking off running, basically. I know some homeboys over there. The situation with fucking Gangster Gucci, Cheeks. Homeboy handled his business as a man after dude was running his mouth. Dude went and fucking reported him. Reported a red on red for being an isolated one-on-one incident. You know what I'm saying? That to me, man, doesn't deserve or warrant any type of respect. And because one dude was benefiting a lot of people fucking financially, you know what I'm saying? They basically fucking, you know what I'm saying, try to push fucking Gucci out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I respect him. Because everything that he says, he's not lying about, man. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who come on YouTube sometimes and they embellish stories and they twist things up or they want to push one narrative. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff I talk on that some people sometimes don't know, and they think that I'm embellishing the story or twisting it, but it's that they weren't in the know. I was involved in things out there in the streets that a lot of people maybe didn't know unless their hood was involved or they were involved. But I was watching this Palmas video right now, and they both did get indicted. I'm saying the mob's always been one of those ones in Palmas that for some reason the mob wanted to watch out in the streets. And the fucked up thing is this, right? I don't know. I've never heard him talk about this, right? But a lot of dudes from Horseshoe, right? Horseshoe's been around, they're with it. But they had a lot of carnales from Horseshoe. Whereas the mob really, they had the big homie Jesse. Jesse's a fucking good dude. Jesse's a fucking beast right there, man. And I always wondered if that always had some type of fucking effect when it came to the politics out there in the streets. Was there disliking based upon the fact that Horseshoe had this pool with a lot of seeds? You had Lancho, you had fucking, Dragon. You had all these other dudes way before that. You know what I'm saying? And I always kind of wondered about that, man. But my reaction to his channel is that everything he speaks upon is fucking accurate. You know what I'm saying? I can't. There's nothing that I've seen that he has said that I can question. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know that he speaks about. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to San Jose, even though I'm not from San Jose, I've lived in San Jose and I was involved in the street politics. You know, out there with the regiment. You know what I'm saying? There were certain areas I was dealing with and whatnot. So a lot of what he talks about, I know firsthand, and there's not one thing I can sit there and say, "Well, hold on, this isn't true." Everything he's put out there has been accurate. You know what I'm saying? And you know, as far as being a real one, he's a real one. You know what I'm saying? You can't say anything to slander his name. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to speak on certain of us because of whatever happened, and even he at the times he doesn't support certain acts and decisions by certain people. You know, but the same token, he doesn't take his shots. He just doesn't fuck with them. And he says that. You know what I'm saying? Which is respectable. You know, and this whole video is just to pretty much keep it 100 on my end as far as what I know about Gangster Gucci, what I see from his channel, and to also acknowledge that my reaction is that he was done wrong. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit there and fucking cater to what every man tells you because you're a big homie. You know, and that's the fucked up thing is back in the days when everybody was gangbanging, you seen where our man was at. It wasn't no fucking, oh, I'm gonna go report this and stuff. Nah, if you had issues with the hood or homeboy, you were gonna go deal with it, man. And that's an era that a lot of us come from. So when we come out and you got these dudes sometimes who are hiding behind that red on red, I always said they hide behind it, you know. And those are the ones that are the worst, you know. Now, nobody should be out there being bullies. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking running up on homeboys just to punk them and whatnot. Because there's a lot of dudes that you could do that too out in the streets. And the ones that do that, you know, they're not regarded. But the ones that sit there and put themselves in positions that think that they're with the shit and try to create scenarios who then get confronted and then go run and tell, I never respected those dudes like that, man. You know, I was always a firm believer that, you know, red on red was something that we kind of were fucking abusing out there in the streets and that homeboys were abusing. And that if you had a personal issue with a homeboy that wasn't going to turn to taking each other's lives, then let the fucking homeboys let them handle it. You know what I'm saying? There were so many incidents out there of red on red that got squashed because a lot of people had those like-minded ideas. You didn't want to sit there and have to babysit everybody. You didn't want to have to sit there and scold everybody. You guys got into it. You guys went to the bar. Two hoods got off. Fuck it. Leave it alone. Simple as that. You guys know better. And then just let them go about their business, man. But see, with fucking the situation with fucking Gangster Gucci, you know, I'm talking about his channel and his situation at the same time. The situation with Gangster Gucci, it became personal by fucking Big Mister, man. And Big Mister, man, he has a whole long list of things that he looks big, he looks like all this, right? I'm not even gonna talk shit about him, just put it that way. There's nothing to be praised there, is what I'll say. You know, so if you guys haven't tapped into, you know, Gangster Gucci's channel, tap into it. If you want some accurate facts that discuss things that happen out there in San Jose, especially when it comes to street politics within hoods, tap into his channel, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing I can sit there and tell you that's wrong or an error on his behalf. You know what I mean? He's a real one. You know, and he's a prime example of someone who was fucked off over politics, fucked off over favoritism, fucked off for being his own man. And that's the fucked up thing about it. Everybody should be entitled to be their own man and stand on their own 2 feet. 10 toes down, like everybody says. He did that. Confronted it, dealt with it, and the motherfucker sat there and struck him up. You know, and I think if I was an active homeboy, man, still in the mix, I'd be fucking pushing for him to be brought back based upon that. Guarantee that. Anybody knows that's about me, I would have been pushing for him to get back. I said that's fucked up, man. Because there's nothing worse than someone who's taking advantage of having a good rapport with those that have status who fucking use that for their own fucking selfish purposes. That's what fucking happened with Big Mister, man. That's the reality. That's the truth. And it is what it is. And that needs to really fucking be taken into consideration when you look at who he is. You know, when you fucking these rappers collab with him and do all that. The dude, I'm telling you guys, man, there's a lot more to it. He's also done some things that towards a certain member's family, a certain member with status as family member, grabbed her by the ass at a club. Didn't know it was a certain member's fucking old lady. So there's a whole bunch of things that this dude's done, but because he has this, it's favoritism. And that's my reaction to this, man, is that It's fucked up when you got dudes that are really solid that just because they don't push your line doesn't mean that you have to fucking push them away. You know, and he stands on his own 2 feet. You know, it is what it is. Fucked up situation. Um, but he keeps it real. And his channel is like that, man. You know, he talks about he had one that was talking about when the mob got greenlighted. That was a good one. It's not up no more. I wish it was. That was a really good video. And it's kind of interesting because he did the Bonmas mob thing. Those were the first two hoods that were fucking pretty much greenlighted at one time. You know what I'm saying? Out there in San Jose during the same time era. You know, um, he talks about the tagging scene. He talks about fucking other hoods. He talks about fucking his experience. His experience, man. I used to live out there on Mastic for a minute too, as well. That neighborhood is fucking very, very fucking treacherous out that way, man. I mean, we had homeboys that were walking and they got caught slipping from our hood by Sureños that were wearing all red. They would drive up there and they say, Puro Norte, que no? And, oh, Simon, bam, they should know the Sureños would rush the homeboys. You know, so for him to grow up in that environment and then at the same time also be going at it with Horseshoe, I'm telling you, everybody I met from where Frank Gucci's from has been with that action, man. You know, anyways, it's just a quick reaction, man. And I just thought I would just pretty much fucking, you know, shout out his channel. You know what I'm saying? He's a real one. And people have been asking me to fucking speak on it. Do I know Gucci? Do I know this? I can't say I know him like we fucking had like tons of conversations. We were in the hole together. We chopped it a few times. He's the same person that I seen on that Yard 6 that I see on YouTube. And that's the extent of what I have to say about him. I can't say nothing bad about him. With that said, respects to everybody. I'm gone.